welcome to the very first episode of our podcast. My name is Noah.
And I'm Wes Haberlin.
And this is our podcast. It's called Changing the Topic, where we're going to talk about a topic for a certain amount of time. And when we think we've gone over everything we need to, we change it. So hopefully this works out. I don't know if it's going to be a weekly occurrence or not. I doubt it, because we're going to be busy soon. But whenever we get the chance, we're going to sit down and we're just going to talk about whatever.
That's about it.
That's really all there is to it.
So, Noah, let's get into some formal introductions.
Let's do it.
So, you said your name is Noah.
My name is Noah.
And that is, in fact, true.
Yes.
But I'd like to know more about Noah.
Noah.
So, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and then you can ask me the questions, too, you know?
I'm accepting of that. Let's do it.
What is your favorite color, Noah?
My favorite color?
You're wearing a white shirt here. And
thank you for telling me I'm wearing a white shirt on this auditory podcast.
Okay. I see how it is. But anyways, you're wearing a white shirt here, and it makes me wonder, could white be your favorite color?
Actually, this is funny because I just got off work, and with where I work, Winners, by the way.
No sponsor.
Not sponsored. Sorry. I'm technically not allowed to wear logoed shirts, so I just picked up a white shirt, I put it on, and I went to work. But my favorite color is actually green.
What a coincidence.
Is your favorite color green, Wes?
I could say that.
Really? Because you happen to be wearing a white shirt as well. Now,
this,
can you tell us what that's about?
Well, this isn't just a white shirt. This has blue stripes on it.
So, could you say blue is your favorite color?
No.
Why?
Because it's not.
The sky is blue.
It's green.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, yeah, for the most part it is green, but I like all the colors. I like a lot of different colors.
It takes all colors of the rainbow to make a rainbow. I'm not going to finish that sentence. Yeah. But for those who know, it's a Vinny reference.
Yeah, so there might be a lot of references from Noah on this podcast. You might not understand all of them. No. Noah's a very mysterious guy. That's why I'm asking him these questions about himself.
I wouldn't say mysterious. I'm pretty open with you.
So, we got green down.
Yes.
Okay. Now then, what is your favorite kind of animal?
Ooh. I really like penguins for some reason. I think they're really cool, honestly.
Yeah.
And it's not because of any movies or anything. I've just always watched, I see photos of them.
It's not because of Happy Feet?
Happy Feet sucks, dude. Surf's Up, obviously, is the best penguin movie. But also, when I played New Super Mario Bros. Wii, I always wanted the penguin suit.
Yeah.
But it's only, really in one world, and you don't even use it that much. So I was like, well, this sucks. I don't get to be Penguin Mario or Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah. But penguins are up there. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds pretty fair.
Yeah. What about you? Because you have a cat, but are you is that your favorite animal?
I have a cat. I like cats, but I don't think favorite animals are really in the pet section. Would you have a pet penguin if you could?
Probably not. I think that's illegal, actually. But if it wasn't, I honestly don't know. Because
if you had the opportunity to work at the zoo or something, or at a zoo and work with penguins, would you do that?
If I had the opportunity to work with penguins, yeah, but I don't know if I'd ever want one as a pet.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm a pretty indecisive guy.
You can say that again.
I have to say. And
for those of you who know Wes, you know what he's talking about here.
I'm not really sure what my favorite animal would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really have to think about that one, but
that's fair.
I'm just going to have to go out on a whim and say that it is the bilby.
Oh, bilby. Really?
Yeah.
Would you mind explaining what bilby is?
Do you know what that is?
No.
You don't? Okay. It's a marsupial. Do you know what a marsupial is?
I do, actually.
So it's like a...
is it kind of like a kangaroo? Is it similar?
Oh, it's like a little mouse kangaroo.
Okay. Because I learned the difference between... Not the difference between, but I learned what a marsupial is because of a book that I read when I was 4.
Yeah.
And it was called Marsupial Sue. And he was and it was a really educational book. It was fun to read when I was little. I read a lot of those little like.
It is fun to read when you are little, Noah.
Yeah, it's fun to read now, honestly.
No, it isn't.
It depends what book you read. If it's for school, no one wants to.
No, I'm telling you, I try to read books. I bought.
What books are you reading?
Well,
or trying to anyway.
Okay, I bought several books, and when I say several, I mean 2 books.
That would be a couple then.
Yeah.
Technically, not several.
I bought 2 books off of eBay. I bought George Orwell's 1984.
Oh, okay.
And I forget the author for this one, but it's
what's the book title?
It's Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, you know?
Philip K. Dick.
Yeah, that's it.
That I need to get that book for one of my English courses actually. I know my brother has it somewhere, but that's funny that you mentioned that.
You want it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I have it. I just don't know where it is right now.
I
know for a fact I have it. If I can't find it and you don't want to read it.
Because I'm not really reading it.
Sure, why not, man?
So I tried reading 1984, but I started it probably like, I don't know, 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. At least. And I can't do it. Reading is just, really? It's not something I do anymore.
I love reading. And I used to read like so much, like it wasn't even a joke. It was just like in and out.
Like I used to read a lot too. I would read like not many books, but like one book, a big book. For I
can't tell you how many times I've reread just the Harry Potter series alone, just because I loved reading, like when I was younger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's funny that you mentioned you can't finish 1984 because I think it was a year ago I got the book. Ready Player One, which was adapted into a movie. Mm-hmm. You saw the movie, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I haven't because I tried to, and it was just reference the movie. That's all it was. I watched the first 10 minutes with my dad, and we both looked at each other. We were like, "Do you want to keep watching?" And for me, it was just terrible.
In the theater?
No, just at home. Oh. He had it recorded, and he thought I wanted to watch it, and I was like, "I'll give it a chance." Because when I saw the trailers, I was like, "Oh, there's a DeLorean." Oh, there's E.T. Oh, there's that. And I'm like, what's the plot? It's just reference the movie.
So did you read the book before the movie came out?
No, but I've been reading the book, but it's so much different from the movie. Just the first few chapters alone. Yeah. And I read the first 3 or 4 chapters months ago, and then I just stopped. Because I went to UVic, and there wasn't a lot of time for me for spare reading. It was just only like mandatory, like, hey, read this for your class, you know? Yep. And when I went on my trip, actually, on the plane, I read it, and I read most of it. I read like 80% of the book. Yeah. But by then, when I was reading, it was like, okay, it's nighttime. I'm gonna stop reading because I don't want to strain my eyes.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Noah just got back from a trip to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States of America.
Capital of the U.S., baby.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that trip maybe later.
Sometime, yeah.
But let's keep asking these questions about ourselves.
Why not, yeah.
So how about you? You ask me one. You think of one.
I think of one? Okay. Yeah. I got one, all right. Of everywhere in the world, what do you think your favorite place to live would be?
That is a good question. I gotta think on that one too because have you traveled a lot?
I've traveled a little. Let me rephrase that question. I guess. Are you satisfied living where we live? Not for the rest of your life, just as it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors to that.
Because I can honestly tell you that I like where I live. Yeah. I think it's a beautiful place.
Like your house? Or your location?
Like the island.
The island? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. My house I like the island house. A lot. It's nice.
I like the island a lot. Mm-hmm. But there are a lot of places that I've been to and I've looked at them and I've considered, you know what? This is like a pretty cool place. What? I should live here in the future. You know?
Can I tell you though? I think Spain would be a place for me. I want to go to Spain one day. Yeah. I think it'd be super
You want to go there?
Yeah, maybe not live. Maybe live there for
maybe live there?
like a year or something like that, just like on a trip.
Yeah.
But not like for the rest of my life, because I would not be able to pick up Spanish for the rest of my life. I took it in high school, and I did okay in it. My dad knows Spanish, though, so he's always like, oh, let's practice Spanish. But I was like, no thanks, so I never did it with him.
Yeah, multi-language for me is just not a thing that I can see happening.
That's fair.
I respect people who speak multiple languages.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
it's hard.
It is hard.
Especially when English isn't the first language.
Yeah.
Because it is actually up there as one of the hardest to learn.
Yeah, you often think, like, when you understand and speak English, you're like, oh, it's kind of easy. How come these people
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because I know people who take
really
English and they fail constantly.
Yeah.
And it's like, I guess I really don't know about the English language.
Like English class?
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly like speaking.
No, but like grammatic. Like
grammatic.
Yeah.
Grammatics.
Errors and stuff like that. And you go, I guess I can't do that as well as I thought. Especially from the jump from high school to university.
But I think, like, speaking grammatically properly,
yeah,
like in this time, in this age, it's really only important if you're using it professionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that, I guess.
And you may have noticed this isn't professional.
Not at
from
all.
How grammatically.
Not at all.
So yeah, there might be a lot of disclaimers.
Like what kind of disclaimer? None of us know. We both are very bad at being professional.
Yes, we're both very.
Although we try.
We're both very bad. Period.
I wouldn't say that.
We're bad boys.
What you gonna do?
Also, Noah picked us up some Slurpees from 7-Eleven before he came here. So
I don't know if you heard that slurp.
Shout out to Noah.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, I've been to a lot of like tropical-esque place, I guess. Not really tropical, but like
just like warm, like
warm.
Yeah.
Because the three main places I could think of for that question, like I love the island, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to live there or live here for the rest of my life. But yeah, I've been to Italy.
Yes.
Cuba and California. One little place there.
You went to California. I remember you went to Universal, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I've never been to Universal, but I've been to Disneyland, and that was super fun.
Like the big cities in the U.S., they're not. I don't think like they're.
You really want to live there.
I don't think they're really places that I would want to
You've been to New York, though. I have not yet.
I've been there, but...
What did you think of New York? It's where JonTron lives.
Yeah. JonTron, for those of you who know.
A lot of you know. JonTron's I would say a very famous YouTuber who has delved into more stuff than video games now.
He's got a couple subs here and there, you know?
Yeah.
Just a
few. Not as many as Wes, though.
Yeah.
Clearly.
But yeah, New York, it's a big place.
The Big Apple.
Like you look at downtown Victoria here, and you just think, oh, those buildings are kind of big, right?
Yeah.
But you go to New York.
The skyscrapers.
They're huge. Yeah. What was it like in DC?
DC was interesting because it's not a big like city, right?
Yeah, because it's just like the one little.
Yeah, it's all the side like the tourist sites, you know, like the monuments, the memorials, the White House.
So is it mostly like monuments and memorial?
There's a lot of there's like the downtown, right?
Yeah,
and then there's like colleges and schools and stuff there here and there. But for the most part, it's not a huge city.
Is it kind of based off of the White House being there?
I wouldn't say that.
But like,
I just think because it's it's the capital because of that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say the whole city is revolved around the White House.
Not revolved, but like if it was just like some other city with it, just, like I mean this, like
okay.
if the White House wasn't there, do you think it would be as big?
I think for the monuments, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I went there for just a small little trip. Just for personal reasons. I don't want to get into it right now.
Yeah, okay.
But it was a nice little trip with family, and then I came back, and it was nice to be back. Honestly.
And now he's back.
Yeah.
And that brings us to here today.
All right. I think that's a good little icebreaker intro for us. I think we should get to the topics, because this is changing the topic.
Yes.
So
let's
start with your topic first, Wes. I haven't heard these yet.
Some more topics here.
By the way, I am unprepared for this.
Well, this one's not much of a topic.
Okay.
It's more of a story.
Go ahead.
So, the other few weeks ago...
yes.
Yes. That's how I'm gonna say that.
All right.
My mother booked me an appointment to go to the dentist.
Okay.
Yes. Our routinely twice a year checkup.
Yeah.
So yeah, I go there, and it's really annoying how it was booked, because she booked both me and my brother at the same time, except his was like an hour and a half before mine.
Okay.
And it's at Mayfair. It's at Mayfair Dental.
Okay.
That's right by like the new Sport Check there.
Yeah.
So his is an hour and a half before mine. So what do I do?
We'll just hang out.
That's boring though.
You have an hour to spare. You can go to EB Games. You can go to any of the stores in that store, basically.
I don't really like malls, especially...
I don't either, really, but it's just got more of a selection. So you can just literally just browse stuff that you do like.
I did
or even go to the food court. Well, you're going to the dentist. You shouldn't go to the food court, I guess.
Yeah. The problem is, the problem is I have been out of a job for several months.
Oh boy.
And I don't have any money. I mean, I have like $30, but...
Here and there you get money, but it's never monumental.
Yeah. So, I don't really have spending money, so I kind of just don't have anything to do. So I just sit there. I was sitting there on the bench across from where the dentist is.
Yeah.
And I'm on my phone, so I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of boring. And interesting was, as I was sitting there, like, people would walk by, and it was strange how close that they would walk by.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of space, at least 2 or 3 meters between me and, like, the wall of the mall.
Yeah.
And people are, like, walking right beside me and just brushing up to me as I'm sitting on the bench.
Really?
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
Getting, like, personal?
Well, like I got my phone out, and I'm, like, sitting there, and I have my phone kind of outwards.
Yeah.
And they kind of, like, brush by it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And a few people even touched it. I'm like, what are you doing? So, yeah, that was weird. And it's my turn to go to the dentist, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, I do that. And, like... people make up the dentist to be like, oh, I hate going to the dentist,
Yeah.
Do you feel like that?
I hate the feeling. I don't mind actually going. Like, the process of going is fine.
Well,
the checking of the teeth, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But, like, all the stuff they put on, I can't stand. I hate that.
Yeah, so that's how it is for me. So, I go in there. I don't really mind, but... things go good, but then they say, well, we're looking at this tooth, and you don't have a cavity, but we think that it should be filled. And I'm like,
really?
Okay, sure, whatever. I'm not paying for it.
It was just one, right?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah.
And I had...
Lucky.
I had another... What?
Lucky. Only one. I've had multiple filled, remember?
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
I have one previously. I have one, I think it's actually the direct opposite tooth. They're both on my lower jaw.
Okay.
They're like in the back. I'm not even sure which one they are.
Just in the back somewhere.
Yeah. That was the thing. They told me you should get this tooth filled up, right? And I'm like, okay. But they didn't actually really tell me which tooth it was. So when I go there... I'm finished with the dentist, and They put this stuff on my teeth.
Yeah.
And it's sticky.
And
it tastes bad.
The numbing
No.
gel, or what was it?
No,
is this just dentist, or was this filling?
This is still the dentist. So,
okay.
So they put this stuff on my teeth, and it's sticky and it tastes bad. And I'm like, okay, well.
Here we go.
Yeah. This is sort of expected weird stuff like this at the dentist, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, there you go. And then we're done. And I get out, and it's still on my teeth. And I'm like, is it supposed to be like this? Like, should I still be feeling this stuff? Because it's like
it stays on for a bit.
Yeah, I touch it, and it like sticks.
Yeah, don't do that. That's gonna make it worse.
So, it's like 4 hours later, I still feel it.
Oh no!
And taste it. And I'm like, what?
What is happening?
Why is it still like this? So I don't know. The dentist is weird, and I don't recall like anything like that ever happening before. Whenever I've gone to the dentist.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So dentist is weird.
Dentist is weird.
But then I come back like a week later to get my filling.
Yeah.
So
at the same place or a different?
Yeah, the same place, and I get the big room. The new room, the professional room. So I go in there.
Big room.
Yeah, the big room. I go in there, and they got 2 people working on me. The one lady's like average lady, and then the other one's like the boss. I don't know.
The boss lady.
The boss lady. So
the boss baby.
But they're like, oh, take a seat, and I'm sitting there, and they're like, oh, do you want the TV on? And I'm like, no, this will be like quick. I don't really need to watch TV. And they're like, you sure? I'm
Disclaimer,
like, yeah.
If you're going to do something and they ask you if you want to get the TV, you should get the TV because it's just something that's happening that you can just focus on.
So yeah, I didn't get the TV on. And she's like, okay.
You fool.
And she goes. She leaves. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, this should be quick. And I'm just sitting there. And she doesn't come back. And I'm like, what's going on?
Was she getting the dentist?
I could see her. She was like doing stuff in like a sink. But for like 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm like, what? What am I doing?
What is this?
I'm just sitting there with no TV. At least she had some interesting paintings on the wall, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You always got to go with those. Mm-hmm. So she gets back, and she was like, okay, well, we're going to freeze your lip.
They freeze the lip, they give you a minute, and then they stick the needle.
Yeah. So they're about to do it, and then they're like, oh, wait, this is the wrong tooth.
Like, oh, no!
So they were just about to freeze the wrong tooth and the wrong side of my jaw.
But they didn't yet.
They didn't.
Okay, good.
But they were
I thought they had frozen it and they were about to stick the needle in, and then they went, oh, wait a minute. This is just wrong.
They were going to do that, though. And I'm like, aren't you guys professionals? No, slanderous to...
Did you know, actually, that being a dentist is one of the most stressful jobs in the world?
Probably, you know?
Yeah.
I've kind of thought about dentistry,
yeah.
Well, when I went to get my wisdom teeth removed, the guy there, well, he's not really a dentist, he's a dental surgeon.
Okay.
But still, he came there, and I think it was our first visit there, and his job looked so relaxing. He just.
Well, he's not a dentist. He's a dental surgeon, so I guess he has kind of like the better.
But he just comes in and he's like, so you guys wisdom teeth, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And he doesn't have to do anything. He just tells us, okay, this is what we're gonna do. You pay me.
Yeah, honestly, but still, like, he does have to do stuff. He probably had more patience and stuff.
I know. Like, I guess he does eventually have to do the actual surgery, but that probably isn't too hard.
That's kind of like your orthodontist, right?
Yeah.
Because the first time you go there, they don't really do anything with you. They might do like an x-ray and they go, okay, we need to do that and we need to put the braces on. So we'll do that. We'll
you didn't have braces, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did?
A couple of years ago. I got them taken off.
Were they like frontal?
Front and bottom for The front was 2 years. The bottom was a year and a half.
Really?
Yes.
I never noticed that.
When I was in grade 9 to grade 11.
Huh. Really? Are you
Because
sure?
we didn't really know each other that well until I was in grade 11. So you wouldn't have known it until after I had them off.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. That's weird. But anyways, yeah, this loops into the orthodontist visit. I also had one of those because, you know what? Retainers.
Whoa, Wesley. Whoa.
Nobody wears the retainer. Nobody actually wears
That's
them.
a lie. I do sometimes.
Okay, but I basically just gave up. I couldn't sleep at night wearing this.
Is it just for the front or is it for both?
No, it's my top jaw.
Yeah, I have the same. I have one for my top jaw. Sometimes I slip up in the summer.
Well, I got a little metal.
I do need to. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Actually, I don't know if you.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who weren't here, we basically just opened our mouths and showed each other the metal little wire in the bottom of our mouth, which isn't as sexual as it sounds. Trust me.
In case you weren't sitting in this room with us. I don't know why you would be, but in case you were
a guest, which we should mention, we might have them on at some point. So it's not just always going to be the two of us.
Yeah, get ready for a guest. Don't know how they're going to sit at this desk, but...
yeah, they might have to sit at the end here and just lean over. That's their punishment if they're the guest. They have to lean.
I don't know if the mic will pick them up like that.
No, I'm saying they have to lean. Like, say I'm sitting... Okay, so let me explain the desk here. This is just a normal desk, right?
It is.
We're sitting on opposite sides, but the end of the desk is kind of like a little farther away from the mic than we are, right?
It is.
So if we had a guest who was sitting right there, they would literally have to lean in.
There's no leg room either.
No, they would be... You could maybe sit on the bed and like yell. I don't know how they would do that.
Also,
or I could just scooch over.
Also,
honestly.
another thing, we've got an international student coming on September 10th, and this is the room they're staying in.
Really? This room?
Yeah. So,
oh, wow.
So,
good job.
Yeah. I don't know why we're even thinking of this, unless we do another one by then.
We may or may not.
Yeah. But anyways,
as I said, we don't know how often this is going to be.
Yeah. Anyways, the dentist, get the filling.
Yes.
Yeah. My lips still numb like 4 hours later. Pretty annoying.
Okay.
But yeah, so my mom also books an orthodontist appointment. And she wants me to go and get my retainer fixed or something because it doesn't fit anymore because I haven't been wearing it.
Oh, yeah?
Noah, what are you doing?
Right now, I am checking my phone because I've seen I have some messages.
You can't bring your phone out, Noah.
Nobody would have noticed if you hadn't said anything. I don't know if you can tell. It's an auditory setting, Wes. Why'd you call me out like that?
Because they have to know.
No, they don't.
This is the Truth Podcast.
Oh, that's a lie right there. First of all, I would like to be truthful then. We had some rules when we sat down. No swearing. You broke that rule.
Well,
pretty immediately, if I remember correctly.
Well, no, that wasn't very immediately. We're like half an hour into this.
Okay,
already.
let's say 20 minutes in then.
No. I don't think so.
You suck. Anyway, let's continue.
Also, I'm the editor, so I can just bleep that out.
Oh, true. So I can swear whenever I want then.
I don't want you to.
Fuck you. Edit that out.
Gosh darn it, Noah!
God it.
I'm not... Noah...
Do that. Come on.
No.
It'll be funny. It'll be funny
if I don't do it.
Oh my god. Okay, that's fair.
Okay, so anyways, the dentist... No, orthodontist now, so...
Yes.
My retainer doesn't fit.
Does not.
I haven't been wearing it.
Did the dentist call you... Did the ortho call you out on it?
No. So listen. So it's got a few holes in it, too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, it's not entirely my fault, right? I've got some holes in it. I can't wear it with holes in it, right? So
what a lazy excuse, but go on.
So my orthodontist, should I say the location? I don't know.
Because it depends, honestly. I mean...
So my brother has to drop me off because my parents are away.
Okay.
And we're coming up to the place, and there's 2 offices. And my brother's like, is it this one? The new one? And I'm like, no, it's that one, the old one. And as it turns out, it wasn't. My mom did not tell me that my orthodontist had moved offices, which was right next door. So I walk into the old office, and I'm just standing there.
You just sit there? You just wait?
Well, no, I go up to the receptionist, and I'm like standing there, and
she doesn't know you.
Yeah, she doesn't know me. I'm like, she was like, can I
help you?
Can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm here to see my orthodontist. And then she's like, he's not here. What are you talking about? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, he's over here. And I'm like, oh.
He's 2 minutes away. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So I show up to the other place, and they're like, oh, there you are. I'm like, oh. And I was like a few minutes late because of that.
I mean, they'll understand, I guess, right?
Yeah.
If you tell them, hey, nobody told me you moved. Thanks, guys.
I mean, I still had to wait for them anyways, right?
Yeah.
So I'm waiting there.
Yes.
And then a guy comes out and calls my name.
Yes.
And he's like, hi, I'm Dr. Whatever.
Uh-huh. Do you remember his name?
I can't even remember his name, honestly.
Did he have orange hair? Was he like blonde, or was he?
I can't remember.
Okay. Was he a guy or a girl?
He's a guy. So, okay. But I've never seen this guy.
Okay.
So this is a new guy.
New guy.
Because it's a new office.
New office.
So he's like, hi.
Is this by the one?
The what?
The one by the exchange, the Langford one. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
What?
Different place then.
Yeah. So this is the new guy, new office. We shake hands. And he brings me all the way over to the back. And I walk by my normal orthodontist that I know. And I think he like nods at me, but I never...
He did the nod.
That's the only time I see him. I never talk to him or see him. So I have this new guy instead.
Yes.
I'm like, okay. So he sits me down and he's like, so what's the problem? So I bring out my retainer and I'm like, yeah, it's
busted.
It's not fitting. It's got a few holes in it. Can you fix it? And he's like, okay. And he's
$200 bucks, please.
He looks at it and he's like, well, yeah, you've got some holes here, but they shouldn't actually affect how it fits in. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I don't want to tell him that I haven't been wearing it. So I'm like, oh wait, I just got that filling. And when I left,
did you just say on the spot like I have a filling, so I can't?
No. Listen,
Mr. Lying on the spot.
when I got the filling, right as I was leaving, they're like, yeah, we don't know if we chiseled your tooth down to the right size, so you might, like, if it feels weird, you might have to come back and we'll have to redo it. So I tell him that I just got a filling recently, and I'm like, well, it might not fit because of that. And he's like, oh, well, that could work. So he opens my jaw.
Could work, he says.
So he opens my jaw and he looks and he's like, so which tooth was it? And then at that moment, I realized
you were screwed.
My filling is on the bottom and my retainer is on the top.
You're screwed. Did you lie about which
Oh, I forgot which one it was.
Oh my god.
I forgot, and then at that moment I remembered. I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm just like, yeah.
Top left.
Yeah, it's this one.
Does he check?
Yeah, he checks it, and he's like, oh, it kind of does look like it's a little different. Yeah. So he's like, okay, well, let's fix it. And so here's what he does to fix it.
Oh, I'm shaking right now. This is funny.
He pulls out a blowtorch. The middle of the office. Pulls out a blowtorch. He doesn't have gloves. He probably does have gloves, but he doesn't have like heavy duty gloves. He doesn't have a mask.
Okay.
And he's just blowtorching my retainer right in front of me. And he's just like,
oh, I thought he was going for your mouth. That was so
No, my...
That's why I was laughing so hard. He goes, that could work. And then, like, burns your mouth. That's what I was thinking. And I was like, that's not possible.
But he's blowtorching my retainer.
Okay.
And then he just sticks it in while it's hot. And I'm like,
my God.
Like, he's like, okay, well, does this fit now? And I'm like,
Jesus, dude.
No.
Stop.
And he's like, oh, well, I guess,
give it a day.
I guess it doesn't. I think it made it worse actually, and I'm like, yeah, probably. You just blowtorched my retainer in the middle of an office. Everything is flammable around you.
Wow.
So they're like, well, I think we're gonna have to make you a new one.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
So you need to do the mold again.
Yeah, I have to do the mold.
I hate the mold. I can't stand. I have a terrible
metal
gag
thing
reflex.
Full of slime
Goo,
or whatever.
Yeah. I hate that because I just bite down
Yeah.
and I immediately like gag. I have a terrible. reflex.
So I gotta sit there for like 2 minutes with it in my mouth.
I threw up every time I did.
And now this guy's gone. I have a lady now. And I don't know her either. I've never seen her before.
New lady, new guy.
So we finish up. She takes the mold out, and she's like, "Okay, you can go to the sink and wash up, brush your teeth if you want." And I'm like, "Okay." So I get out, and she doesn't really tell me where the sink is. Now, remember, I've never been to this office.
All right.
So I just see a sink, and I'm like, let's go over there. So I walk over there. I start spraying some water in my face, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "This is the sink." And she's like, "No, it's over here." I'm like, "Oh." So I go
that way.
Yeah, I go across the office, and the sinks are over here, and I'm like, "Oh."
Oh boy.
She's like, what were you doing? I'm like, "Well, I've never been to this office." She's like, "Oh."
She goes, "Oh."
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, I wash up, and I'm out of there.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go and pick it up later that day.
Oh, wow.
So I come back for that, and I go in. This receptionist recognizes me, and she's like, "Oh, you're here for the retainer, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I wait there for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take that long. They're just getting the retainer and giving it to me.
It wasn't fixed yet, I assume. Right?
Well, it was several hours later.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't know.
she gets it, and she just gives it to me, and she's like, "Bye." And I'm like, I don't have to sign anything. She's like, "Nope." So I just go, and that was that.
That was a long story about the dentist, Wes, I have to say.
But
it was very entertaining.
Do you want to take some time for your topics? You got any topics you want?
Well, I was wondering, actually. I see a topic on your list.
Yeah?
The letters
Don't look at my list.
T-I-M. And then right after that, Hortons.
Yeah?
Now, you mentioned that you did not like Tim Hortons anymore.
Yes.
And I'm going to take a guess.
Yeah?
And say it's because of they're serving the Beyond Burgers there now?
Well, technically, partially.
Okay. Because I was thinking, what could have suddenly changed Wes off of Tim Hortons that quickly? Yeah. And then I realized, it's probably because sometimes he gets really, like, George Costanza picky. And I'm like, it's probably the Beyond Burgers, isn't it?
No. Okay, so I used to like Tim Hortons.
Yes.
Do you like Tim Hortons?
I have to say I do.
Do you still like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went there. I picked up a BLT yesterday because I was hungry and I just needed something quick, so I went through the drive-thru.
Okay. I used to go there a lot.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot, like whenever I could.
Yeah.
It used to be a place that I would want to go to, you know? Like, compared to other fast food places, it would be a top contender.
Okay.
But now, I just don't like. I don't like what they're doing with it.
What? They're doing nothing with it. They have Beyond Burger, and they're doing it.
Okay, because I used to see people like say stuff like this, like, "Oh, they're changing the menu up too much. It used to be just donuts and coffee. That's all it has to be." And I'm like,
it's not all it has to be. Though.
Well, I used to see that and be like, "Oh, well, they're just." They're
just being super picky.
They're just picky, you know? They don't like change. But now
you're someone who doesn't like change, apparently.
Well, no, because
I don't agree with this statement, by the way. I still like Tim Hortons. I haven't gotten a Beyond Burger from there, but just because they're serving the Beyond Burger does not mean that I will boycott Tim Hortons.
They're changing the menu up. So they used to have a crunchy chicken spicy sandwich.
Okay.
With lettuce and tomato.
Do they not still have that?
Okay.
I thought they did.
They don't have that. They have something like that, but it is different, okay? It's smaller, and they don't have the spicy version. And I don't like that. The
spicy is what defines the burger for you.
Yes.
If it's not spicy...
It's not a burger, it's a sandwich.
Sandwich, sorry. If it's not spicy, you will not have it.
I want spicy. Why? I like spicy.
But you can't, you just won't have it if it's not spicy?
The way they made this, it was really good.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they had the chicken breaded spicy, and then they also put spicy sauce on it.
What kind of spice? Like hot, just hot
I don't know. There's something spicy.
Maybe
probably.
You work at Tim Hortons now.
No.
With the sauce. You don't have to eat there. You just have to work.
I can't. Why would I want to work at something that
Why would you want to work? You're broke, Wes.
No.
I just answered your question. You already told me that you're out of a job. You told everyone you've been out of a job for a while.
Okay.
Work at Winners with me, Wes.
Yeah. But anyways, I also don't like that they had a chicken salad club on there, and that's gone too.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
As long as they don't take away the BLT, I will be fine.
I mean, they probably won't.
That's all I get from there, really. I get that. I get a donut. Sometimes I'll get an ice cap. I'm not a big ice cap guy. I like Slurpees way more than I like ice caps. And I really like their lemon iced tea, actually.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite good.
The drinks, the lemon iced tea, and the frozen lemonade, and the frozen tropical thing. Do you know that one?
No, I haven't had that.
It's like a frozen tropical drink.
Oh.
I like it. But what I don't like is what they're doing here. They have Jolly Rancher slushies. What is that?
In
Tim Hortons.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I was just
they
at
do.
Tim Hortons.
They have them. I don't know. They might have been limited.
It wasn't on the menu.
They might have been limited edition, but they had them. I'm telling you.
What the heck?
Yeah, they like that. That is
jeepers.
Yeah. And then the burger. I know it's not a meat burger, but still.
I do find it weird that they're serving
a burger is a burger
because I remember seeing that, and I showed my mom because we were sitting in the car, and I said, "Whoa, why are they serving Beyond Burgers?"
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "They're probably just serving the burger," and I was like, "Are they really?" And she went, "Oh, I guess they are now." She was confused as well.
Yeah.
And I just said, "Well, I mean, it's
weird. Cafes
don't
have burgers."
Exactly, it's weird, honestly, but
they're losing their charm. What are you gonna do about that?
Well, they have their. Some places in America apparently do have Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
One or two.
A couple.
Yeah.
On the 49th, probably.
Yeah. I think so. But
I
don't know. I honestly don't.
The small little crunchy chicken burger thing, I tried it. It does not taste good. The old one tasted great.
You like the spicy chicken burger from Wendy's, correct?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But this isn't Wendy's. This is
not
Tim Hortons.
This is Tim Hortons.
Wendy's are good, but Tim Hortons
was better to you.
It was better. They don't what kind of cafe place doesn't have a chicken salad sandwich?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why would they take it off? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm not a cafe owner, so I wouldn't know. They're just trying new things, man.
I don't like this.
You don't like change, is what the moral of the story is.
I don't like bad change.
Can you tell me what your a version of bad change versus good change is?
Well, I need a theme topic.
Just to end it, okay, that's bad change.
Yeah.
What has been a good change in your life?
Good change? I don't know.
That did not maybe something changed and it pissed off a lot of people. But you weren't affected by it because you didn't care.
I don't know.
What about
I can't
the
think
portables
about something that on the top?
Well, Royal Bay. What about that?
The portables. I was only ever in one of them, so I don't really care. First year I was in.
Yeah,
one.
I guess you weren't there when the school was just itself, and they didn't put portables in the back, and they didn't start filling up. Because they had years to make that school.
The back?
Yeah, the backfield. And the front. Or I'm thinking of Dunsmuir. Sorry, Dunsmuir had the back for a while.
Yeah. Didn't they cut them off?
They did. But Royal Bay has...
You didn't have to live at that portable city. I did.
I left as the portable city was...
I didn't live in them because they put all the younger kids in them, but...
I did have to go to a portable for Avid when I was in grade 8 and 9. But I left just as the portable city was building up.
I know.
You have that cool-ass library in Dunsmuir now, by the way. I left when it was rinky-dinky sucky. Not even the library, sorry, the bus stop.
I think...
And the hallway was cooler.
Yeah.
Way cooler than when I was there, my man.
Well,
let me tell you that.
The renovations weren't done when I left. You know that,
They were still going? Really?
Yeah. We did have a different library than you did, but it was in it was in that big room. It was like the lunchroom, you know?
In the where the cafeteria used to be?
Yeah.
Oh. Well.
That's where it was.
Huh.
Yeah. So, it was different.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very. Something weird's always happened when I leave a place.
Yeah?
Like, for example, when I was in up until grade 6, whenever I got a report card, it wasn't like graded like A, B's, or C's. It was always like meeting expectations, exceeds expectations, minimally meeting it was like that. And they kept changing it until I got to grade 6. And then when I got to middle school, they were like, oh, okay, you have a normal year 1 year. Oh, we're going on strike. So you can't do half the things you were going to do.
Yep.
Was that grade 8 or 9 for me? I forget.
I think, strike for me was grade 6.
It was grade 9 for me, I think. Because that's when the grade 9 trip... No, it was, because the grade 9 trip...
No way, no.
Well, we were supposed to go to...
that was grade 8 for you.
No, it was grade 8. Or it was grade 9. I remember.
It
has to...
You were at Dunsmuir for grade 9.
7, 8, 9. Yes.
I was at Dunsmuir when you were in grade 9.
Yes.
And the strike happened for me when I was in grade 6.
Oh, so I guess it was grade 8. I'm blanking.
Because I was also going on a trip at my school.
The band trips still happened. But that's when the strikes were happening.
The strike happened right before summer.
Yes. It did, I remember.
I know that.
But it affected, the strikes themselves affected the trip we were going to have in grade 9.
Probably.
Not to mention the year of grade 9 when I left. That's when it became a 6, 7, 8 school.
Yeah. And
Royal Bay became a 9, 10, 11, 12 year.
Uh-huh.
And may I just say, grade 9s are the worst. Can we both agree on
that? Sure.
You know what I'm talking about. Come on.
I was a grade 9. So were you.
No, I know. But they're evil.
Just the idea of them?
No, just them.
What do you mean?
If you're in grade 9, you're a terrible person, probably.
Yeah?
Yes. Have you never experienced this?
Maybe.
You have. You will this year. You'll see.
Noah, what do you think was your best year so far? What was your best year in life so far?
Oh, grade 12.
Really?
That was my best academic year. That was my best social year. That was my best acting year, I would say. That was just my best everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you trying to give me some foresight?
Oh, well... No, I was just saying for me it was grade 12 was. Because grade 11 was alright. We did Ash Girl in grade 11.
Yeah,
and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
Star of the show.
I don't know if you could call me the star. I had 6 lines in total and I didn't have a closing line, but that's alright. I was the only sin that did not get a closing line, and I'm still upset about that. But
for those of you who don't know, Ash Girl is a... God. Why?
No, I'm still mad about it. I'm sorry.
Ash Girl's a play, and it's like...
It's Cinderella but dark.
Yeah. Also, we're in acting.
You're in acting. I'm not.
We're
I
actors.
graduated. I wouldn't call us actors, but all right.
Why not? I forgot to do that portion of the introductory. We
don't really have to. We can
say,
just talk about stories that happen to us, and
say
people will gather the information.
We have to say our skills and abilities, Noah.
What? This isn't a video game. I can't level up a skill, Wes.
Well, what are your skills, Noah?
What do you think my skills are?
Actor.
That's not a skill. That's just something you can do.
How many? About 3 years of trumpet, right?
Yeah, 3 years of trumpet, I guess. I stopped.
That's a skill.
Yeah, I guess.
You still have 3 years worth. You could pick it up and play it.
I could. That's true. I still own it. So
While I have...
You've got a while. You've got a lot more than I do.
I want to say 7 years.
You've got... Yeah, probably. I stopped.
You stopped.
I did. I stopped at the end of grade 10 because honestly, this is not me slandering anyone, by the way. Miss Snowcell scares me.
Yeah.
I am threatened by her sometimes. And so I just felt awful every time I was doing the trumpet because it was just like... Because she also, her instrument's the trumpet. And so for me personally, it just felt like every time I played and she looked at me, it felt like I was like less than myself.
No.
Like, I just felt bad compared to everybody else in that room. And by the end of grade 10, like I just could not deal. I didn't want to deal with it anymore, so I dropped it.
Understandable, Noah.
I still like music. I liked the music class.
He still likes to listen to music.
I love music in general.
Yeah.
It's great.
Who doesn't
like it?
Massive,
He
has a massive penis.
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations, but yes.
Yeah. So tell us what you like, Noah. You like music?
I like video games.
You like video games.
As mentioned before, I do like reading.
You like reading?
I like reading. But I also, a love of mine is going to the movie theater. I love seeing movies. He's a
movie addict.
Addict, yes.
He has an attic.
No, movie addict. That's the correct.
You have movies in your attic?
No, I have movies in my basement.
You have a basement?
Well, it's a lower floor. It's not really a basement. But yes.
I have aliens in my attic.
Do you have Freddy Freaker in your attic?
Not quite.
Aww. Garrett's afraid of Freddy Freaker, isn't he?
Yeah. From what I know, he is.
Because you showed him a picture of Freddy Freaker, and he's like, "Oh, I don't like that. I hate that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a Freddy Freaker plush coming.
I thought it was a T-shirt.
No, it's a plush.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You show that to Garrett when school starts.
From what I've seen, it's pretty big.
You should bring it to school and show only Garrett.
I don't know if I can.
And freak him out.
Because
put it in your locker.
Quinn's. It is Quinn's. He paid for it, so I don't know.
He's not gonna bring it to school. He won't know. Come on, buddy.
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, I like watching movies. I like talking about movies. I like
discussing movies.
Likes
watching them.
Yep. I think I want to be an actor, or do something in that range of making a movie or a TV show or writing it. I think that would be a really nice thing to do.
Understandable.
What about you, Wes?
And is that related to what you're doing in school right now?
Currently, yes and no. Because I'm preparing to take a minor, which is digital and interactive media in the arts. And I believe that might be able to help me maybe do an animated show, maybe join an animation company, do something with that. I have to look into that because I don't fully know yet. But that would be something that I think would be very fun for me to do.
Okay.
Well, it's been a while actually for this episode. I think it's been an hour, hasn't it?
Nope. We still got 6 minutes.
We do. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Let's talk about it for 6 minutes then.
Talk about what?
Anything we want, which we've been doing the entire time.
So on this portion of the show, we will be doing a little thing I like to call Would You Rather.
I hate this, but go ahead.
So my question I have for you, Noah, is would you rather say you're doing laundry, would you rather dump a cup of curry into your laundry or 3 dead wasps?
Curry.
Okay.
Why? Wait, the wasps are dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, dead wasps.
Okay.
Because then, if I put them in my laundry, they're not gonna soak into the shirt.
They're not.
Or the clothes.
But they're probably gonna get dismembered and strewn across your clothes.
I can just shake them out. I can't shake out curry, can I?
What about the wasp blood?
That's minuscule. Plus, the water is probably gonna dilute that a lot.
You want to know a fun fact?
Sure.
The other day, I trapped 2 wasps in a bottle.
Okay.
And I trapped them in the bottle, and then they died.
You suffocated them?
Yes.
Good job.
Also,
I don't like wasps.
Also, I shook the bottle.
I'm scared. Definitely.
I shook the bottle, and they bounced back and forth.
They must have been really pissed before they died.
Well, I don't even know how they got in there. The bottle was closed. I'm not sure.
That's weird. Another question. Give it to me.
Would you rather name your daughter, if you have a daughter,
yes.
Would you rather name your daughter after your boat or your boat after your daughter?
Boat after daughter, because I think that's sweeter in general.
Okay. Are you a boat guy?
No.
Do you like boats?
I think they're cool. I wouldn't say I want to own one. I wouldn't say it's my favorite
mode
of transportation.
Too much maintenance?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been on boats. I like them. I like the ferry, but for me, it's just too... I don't want to say too slow, but it can be, you know?
Okay.
It's not my favorite way to get around.
Let's see.
Would you rather only eat Tic Tacs for the rest of your life, or only be able to eat crispy chicken sandwiches for the rest of your life?
Well, Tic Tacs have no nutritional value, so obviously
But you could
sandwich.
But you'd get fat on just eating sandwiches, right?
Well,
whereas Tic Tacs, you wouldn't get fat at all.
But I die.
You could die eating chicken too.
Yeah, but at least...
Would you rather your mouth be fresh or smell like chicken 24/7?
So I can't drink water?
No, I just said eat.
I'd probably just die either way.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
But I'm still going with the chicken.
Okay.
Because Tic Tac, if you have a lot of them, it's not a good idea.
Would you rather own a castle or have a castle be named after you?
Well, how long is the naming? Like, is it forever?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, it's like for your entire lifetime, and then let's say another 100 years after you die. And if there's someone else, it's anywhere in the world. Let's say Hatley Castle.
It gets changed to Wesley Castle.
Wesley Haberlin Castle.
Okay.
For the remainder of your life and 100 years after your death.
Is it related to me? Like, can I say, oh, like, that castle's named after me?
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay.
Would you rather have a castle or have a castle named after you for 150 years?
I think named after.
Really?
Yeah.
I honestly would rather have a castle.
Yeah, but you don't get to live in it once you die. Not in this day and age, Noah.
Oh, I guess that's true. I guess that's true.
The only reason they have these castles named after people is because back in those days, once you die in your castle, you don't have someone else living in it.
No, I guess that's true. It just
gets turned into something else, like a tourist place.
I guess you're right, yeah.
Would you rather drink a gallon of dandelion milk or jump into jump into a box full of dragonflies and you have to stay in it for 1 minute?
Oh, dragonflies.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just a bunch of dragonflies.
Dragonflies are pretty big, you know that?
They're not dangerous.
They're not, but they're bugs.
Yeah.
They're still bug insects, no. No, you don't get bug spray.
Why not? This wasn't required, so I say I can bring bug spray.
You're in a box with them. What are they going to do? They can't...
It's not a closed box, it's an open box.
No, it is a closed.
Oh, well then the other thing. Because suffocation.
No.
I don't want to deal with that.
It's 1 minute.
I don't care.
You're not going to suffocate.
Yeah, I'd go with the other thing, not the box.
Do you know how much a gallon is?
It's a gallon, so yeah.
A gallon?
It's more than a liter.
Yes. It is several liters.
It is several liters. I have to chug it, you said.
I can't
just drink it moderately. I have to chug it.
Yeah. Do you know what dandelion milk is?
No, I don't really want to. It sounds awful, so I don't think I would.
Okay. You really don't want to know? Perhaps the viewers would like to know.
Sure, let's know.
Dandelion milk is, if you've ever, cut open a dandelion stem, and if you squeeze it a little, you can see that there's, a sort of milky substance coming out of it.
That's just all it is?
Yeah. So we have to gather enough of that to make 1 gallon.
Then there would be, no dandelions left, on the planet, dude.
We'd probably, create a way to efficiently suck as much as we could out, you know?
You would have a thing, from the Bee Movie, where, when they suck the pollen out, instead of sucking the pollen out, the bees would suck the dandelion milk out.
Yeah.
And then use that. The Bee Movie, by the way, is not very good, but I still enjoy it a lot. What about you, Wes?
I just wish that Michael Richards would have played...
Stop right now. We're going to stop that train of thought right there. Controversial. I'm not going to bring it up.
That is not controversial
it is.
At all.
Yeah, it is. Do you know what he did?
I do know what he did, but he apologized.
That doesn't make it right.
Yes, it does.
He still did it.
Okay, it doesn't make it right, but he apologized, so
yes.
He's not a figure of controversy anymore.
He was many years ago.
He was, but he's not, because he apologized.
He would have been a controversy at that time, though.
Was it
12 years ago. It was. I think it was 2005.
Okay, I guess.
So it would have been in the realm of that. So I understand why Michael Richards was not, in the Bee Movie.
I guess. They could have done.
Elaine wasn't in the Bee Movie.
They could have done Larry David then.
Yeah, I guess. Elaine wasn't in the Bee Movie though, was she?
Yes, because she is a fictional character.
No, the actress, idiot.
Yeah, who's that?
Julia Dreyfus Lewis.
It's
Louis Dreyfus. Yeah.
She's in the next Pixar movie. Did you know that?
No. What's the new Pixar
It's called
movie?
Onward.
I haven't seen any.
Tom Holland and Chris Pratt.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen the trailer for that.
You don't like it?
It looks interesting, but I
don't like those actors?
No, I like the actors. Disney doesn't care enough for Tom Holland, though, apparently. For those of you who don't know. The Spider-Man controversy.
Tom Holland is still, he's getting stuff done.
He is.
He's in that movie, and he's in the other
He's in a lot of movies.
He's in Blue Sky with Will Smith.
Yes.
The spy one.
There's a new movie coming out next year with Robert Downey Jr. And Tom Holland again.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been in quite a few movies, actually, and it's kind of crazy.
Well, Noah, it's been an hour and 3 minutes.
Wow. What an episode. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. We're going to wrap it up. It's been over an hour. I don't know anyone who's going to listen to this for more than an hour, probably, but if you have, thank you for listening.
If you have, then we respect you.
We respect and appreciate it.
Congratulate you for wasting
an hour of your time.
Yeah.
If Evan and Keelan can do it, why can't we,
Yeah.
Although I do like the Evan and Keelan show, so not a slander on them. We love you guys. Watch their podcast.
Or don't, because it's not on YouTube.
It's not on YouTube. You can check it out, though, I believe it's on the iTunes store now. They said they were going to move it to Spotify instead of SoundCloud, yeah. And if you want to check out more content that myself or Wesley is in, you can check out Messman.
Yes, Messman.
On Quinn's channel, QFro Productions. And
that is true.
And yeah, stay tuned for more content of ours. And if you want to mention anything to us, bring up topics for the next episode we do, write it down in the comments below. Thank you very much for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye.